Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony here to do another movie review. This movie was recommended to me by John, aka Detox, and this is a movie that was directed by Adam Massey, and it stars Chris Diamantopoulos, and it's called Man vs. It came out in 2015. No, it's not called. It's not Man vs. Wild. It's just Man vs. Now, this movie is about a guy named Doug who is he's like a reality like survival TV guy. Like, he's like one of those guys like, we're gonna survive in the wild for 5 days and see what we find. And it's this really huge popular show, and he wants to do another episode in Canada and make it really special, where he has absolutely no crew involved, with the exception of himself and only himself. So he decides to go up to Canada and Ontario in the mountains to make this episode. And he really wants it to be super special, like I said. So he brings over his crew. Well, his crew is involved, but they're not like directly involved. Like, they don't go with him like to the mountains. They just kind of leave him wherever. And they find this weird guy named Duncan who has a boat that leads to this mountain in the wilderness. And it's about him, and he's like trying to like survive, and of course he's got his equipment, he knows how to make fire and stuff. And then you see some weird stuff happen. A lot of weird stuff happens, and he's trying to figure out what's up. And I will say this movie is pretty weird. When I first saw this movie, I saw it for free on Amazon Prime. It was a very like little known movie. I couldn't even find this movie on Wikipedia. It was more like there weren't as many like, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a lot of, it's not so much as like it's like violent scary. Like, there's of course some violence in the movie. It's also kind of like psychologically kind of like horror, because like Doug's trying to like figure out what's changing, and he hears noises, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. And I thought this movie was really well done. It's, like I said, I couldn't even find this movie on Wikipedia. It's a very independent horror film. And I gotta say, for the budget that this movie was on, it was really well done, and it left me wanting more. It's like Man vs. Part 2. So I kind of wonder if we'll ever get a Man vs. Part 2. I mean, it's almost been 10 years since this film, so I doubt it, but it was really well done. I like the camera angles. Like, it's sort of like shot in a documentary, but it's not like how the TV show shot. It's actually shot in a actual theatrical film. The special effects were pretty good. Well, there were some CGI effects that looked kind of like, which was alright. Not great, but not bad either. It's kind of in the middle. It's passable. Kind of like I was watching, I was looking at a character from, or characters, I should say, from like an Xbox 360 video game. Sort of that style graphics. But overall, I enjoyed it. It's, it's a lot. It's fun, and it kind of like messes with your mind a little bit, as does sort of messes with the character a little bit. You can find this movie on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it's on DVD or Blu-ray. You might be able to find it on DVD and Blu-ray. I think it might even be on YouTube, honestly. Who knows? But if you can somehow find this movie, I highly recommend it. Because, yeah, I like it. Little small like independent horror films just like this. that are done interestingly. I mean, this was in the case of a sort of a reality TV show like style film, how it was shot, and yeah, I think it was really well done. If you can find this movie, definitely check it out. It's great. Yeah, that's all I have to really say about Man Versus. I definitely would check this out if I were you. So, yeah, I think that's it. And thank you all for watching. And I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. Bye.